welcome, family, friends, teachers. This is an exciting presentation. Really excited about this presentation. Oscar's presentation. I've known Oscar for quite a while, right, Oscar?
Yeah, we have.
Middle school, probably. I was
Yeah.
in middle school. And he's a man after my own heart in terms of football, because I was an offensive lineman. So we have this connection with offensive line, right, Oscar?
Yeah, we do.
Yes, yes. I'm sorry, we're talking football here. Well, because of the sake of time, like I've been saying, like my 15-minute speeches, got papers back there to talk about you, but this is your presentation, so we're going to give it to you. I'm excited about this and where you're going in the future. So without further ado, let's give Oscar a round of applause.
Hello everyone, and thank you for coming to my senior presentation, where I'll be talking about my different achievements throughout my senior year and my whole career. First off, I want to talk about my extracurricular activities. I want to talk about the Internet Club, and then later on talk about my sports. First, I want to talk about the Internet Club, where we made this trip to Guatemala, where we got the opportunity to know some amazing, where we got to meet some amazing children. I know they came from artist backgrounds and all that stuff, but we really created strong bonds. The Internet Club is a founding of Rotary, where it gives the opportunity to 14 to 18-year-old students to make one project that helps the community and the school, and another project that helps create connections with other nations. Next up, I want to talk about my accomplishments. Football and wrestling. For football, as you can see, I've done many things, and also for wrestling, I've gotten the opportunity to be captain on both of these sports, and I'm really grateful to have gotten all of these achievements, and honestly, I wouldn't have been able to do it without my coaches and all of my teammates. For my academics, first of all, I have a 3.3 GPA, and as you can see, I've done many college classes, and three of my favorite ones were CW weightlifting, CW calculus, and CW bio 201. Here's a picture, and bio 201, where we are checking different densities of bones once we add it to water or different liquids. And here's another picture where we're calculating how much money we'll make out of selling different kinds of tickets and how much seats we actually have for them. For my leadership, I want to talk about being the ASB Media Specialist Assistant, because at the time it wasn't really a thing. But at the time, my cousin Nancy was actually the ASB Media Specialist. She taught me all the different skills between editing and selecting what music to pick out. And that's relevant because the next year I decided to run for ASB Media Specialist, where I got the opportunity to do all these learnings and do all the stuff that she taught me as well. And here's a picture of me and my group in this leadership camp, where we go to the middle of nowhere. It's literally in the middle of a forest, and there's no service, no nothing. And we got to interact with different people who are also part of ASB throughout the state. I also want to talk about being the captain for wrestling. Here's a picture of me and Cooper. Being a captain for wrestling has been really important for me. Not just because it improved me as a person, but because I got the opportunity to help different people in the sport and outside of the sport. And it's also the same thing for football, where I got also even more opportunities to help people throughout the state and throughout my group. For my pathway preparation, I had an interview with Zachary Phelps, the counselor down in the elementary school, where he taught me the different things that I have to do in order to become a school counselor. He taught me how to organize my papers once I want to get a job, or how to send different applications, and how to also organize them. Some classes that I've taken that are important for this job are CW Math 130 Finite, CW Bio 201, Language Arts, EW Public Speaking and Health, which have helped me once I want to go into this career, because CW Math 130 Finite would show me different probabilities and different key things once learning about the different emotions about people and different patterns. For language arts and public speaking, it's really important because I gotta know how to talk to people and how to write papers once I actually start conversating with different people. And it's also important to mention that I have my seal of art literacy, which will open different doors between both the English language and the Spanish language, which will also help me once I won't get the job. And here's a little highlight of my friends in the school group.
Excuse me, Rob. You're excused. Don't you, Rob?
Yeah, I want to thank all my friends for definitely making school a better place and making me laugh all the time. For my community service, I've done many things, but out of those things, I decided to do these four because I had the best time. First, I want to talk a little bit about Hannah Manson. I wouldn't know it was so fun to actually scare people. It's actually incredible how you can dress up and just go to a random place and start scaring people. Next up, I want to talk about being a chaperone for the Holding Village. I don't know how I did it, but we kept the room clean and organized. Honestly, there was weird smells coming out of that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But I also want to talk about doing the Manson Veteran Memorial. The memorial started out as a extra credit thing for Solidays, where he was giving extra credit. So I went to go, set up, help out. And once I got there, started learning more about the veterans and learning how many veterans we actually have. And that inspired me to come back this year and not do it for extra credit this year, but just go and talk again to the veterans and learn more about them. I also want to talk about Shalom to Africa, where they did this fundraiser to help children back in Africa. Well, I wasn't part of the club or anything like that. I just had a great time learning about stories or just details about the event. Next up, I'm gonna say this in Spanish because my parents don't Spanish. But, Papá, te quiero dar muchas las gracias por por ayudarme todo el tiempo, por hacerme un hombre mejor y por siempre trabajar muy duro. Sé que la vida no ha sido fácil, pero tú no estás enfocado para seguir yendo y trabajar muy duro. Amá, te quiero dar muchas las gracias por siempre estar ahí cuando veces han sido muy difíciles y obviamente ha habido momentos donde solo eras tú en la casa y te quiero agradecer por tomar la responsabilidad de ser madre y padre por un momento y siempre seguir trabajando y seguir yendo. Marvin, te quiero también dar las gracias por por hacerme reír, por siempre estar alegando contigo. Y obviamente había un momento donde mi papá no estaba y tú eras como mi segundo padre y te quiero agradecer mucho. Marín, obviamente siempre estamos discutiendo, pero te quiero dejar saber que te amo mucho y te quiero mucho. Y obviamente voy a seguir estando aquí, tratando de ayudarte con lo que sea. Y that's ID. Gracias por hacerme reír todo el tiempo. Muchas gracias. For my gratitudes, I want to thank Ms. Lovelace. There she is. First of all, because I remember being a middle schooler and going up to the weight room. Obviously, you were just coming in, fresh, new teacher, and obviously I didn't know who you were. But little thing that I remember, every time I see you, I remember that time where I was lifting and you just made me increase my weight. So, and it's obviously from that point on, I started increasing my weight, pushing harder, keep going, and no pain, no gain. I also want to thank Ms. Wiggum for always being super caring and always loving. She's like another mother. Every time I see her, she receives me with a hug or with a smile. And I want to thank her and her family for being really welcome. I also want to thank Ms. Sorensen, who obviously is in a different room right now, for always making me work hard and always making me do more than sometimes I think I have to do. For my next steps, I'll be going to Central Washington University, where I'll be doing my 4 years to become a school counselor. I'll be studying psychology and eventually get my master's to become a school counselor. Thank you, everyone.